wanna see you. I don't wanna hear you tonight. I don't wanna fight you. You don't wanna know if I feel alright. I don't wanna just forgive you, I just wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I'm gonna be the one for it.
So it's great to learn new things, and I'm still on a journey to slowly learn more and more about the audiophile world, and I'm really glad to have partnered with HiFi that they trust and provide me with all the equipment to test and review, helping me through my journey. So today we're checking out a new portable DAC amp with a pretty nice feature, and today's DAC amp is sent over to me by HiFi, and you should definitely check them out. They have websites and blogs and videos related to audio products, and although these were sent over to me, no money was exchanged hands, and this review is based on my unbiased and honest opinion. So the MuseHifi M3 comes in at about 670 Malaysian ringgit and about 148 US dollars. And although there are many competitors around this price range, so let's see what is the appeal with this DAC amp and why you should consider it. So if you're interested in getting this DAC amp, definitely check out my links in the description below. So similar to the Hibi FC4, the MuseHifi M3 is a beautifully designed device, very small and easy to carry around, especially if you don't want to bother with bringing around bulky DAC amps to drive your demanding earbuds or headphones. So especially if you have headphones, for example, over 250 ohms impedance, it's crucial to have a DAC amp to run them with, else you are just not getting enough power to drive them. Like the built-in DAC of the Sony NWA105 player can still somewhat drive a 250 ohms headphones, but the volume needs to go above 100% to get something out of it. So the MuseHifi M3 has a full metal build, which is CNC machined out of aluminum, and feels extremely nice and polished in the hands, and they don't just make it look like a flat boring design. You do have this curvature and design around the device, and at the front here you're gonna get a small MuseHifi logo, which adds to the nice design of this device. And in terms of the connector, you're gonna get a 3.5mm single-ended auxiliary jack for you to connect your device in, and also a 4.4mm balance jack for you to connect any headphones or earbuds that you have. On the other hand, you're going to get a Type-C port for you to connect the DAC amp to your phone or computer. And note that inside this DAC amp there's no battery, so you don't need to charge it in order for it to work, but it does drain some battery on your device when using it. Which brings me to my point, because the device such as the Sony NWA105, which already have a pretty miserable battery, plugging this in will further drain the battery, and since you cannot charge the player while using the DAC amp, that becomes a problem. So it's best to use this device with like a computer or a laptop where you can plug it in and not drain the battery of the device itself. So on one side of the device, you're going to get a nice silver rocker button, which acts as a volume button, and here you're also going to get about 60 level of volume to adjust from. The volume down button also acts as a filter change button, and you can choose up to 7 different filters, and we'll talk about them a little bit more later. And next to that, you're also going to get an LED light indicator to tell you the various status of the DAC amp as well as what filter you're currently using. So let's talk a little bit about the features of this DAC amp, and this tiny device comes with a DAC chip ESS Sabre ES9038Q2M and a separate ES9603QAM module, which is designed to be a low-powered but pretty good sounding DAC chip for a portable device like the M3. This amp also provides a VRMS of less than 2 for the 3.5mm auxiliary jack, or about 2 VRMS for the 4.4mm jack. So the 3.5mm jack also comes with a total harmonic distortion of 0.0008% and 0.0007% for the 4.4mm jack, which is pretty good for most of your use cases. Of course, the lower the better. The MuseHifi M3 also comes with 7 digital filters for you to play around with and experiment with different genre of music, and you can check out HiFiGo's website about them, but what the filter does is to let you swap between the different phases and also roll off speed to tune the final stage of the DAC conversion to give you either a smoother or faster conversion to give you that slight different output from your headphones. So I think that is a pretty good set of features, especially in such a small device. This is quite good, but one thing I want to highlight with this design is that because it's a metal build, the device does run slightly warm when you run it. It's not burning hot like how MacBook Pros get hot, but I think it goes up to about 30-40 degrees Celsius in operation. So depending on the earphones or speakers that you use, your experience is going to be a little bit different. And I think what I experienced with this DAC amp after plugging in multiple IE amps as well as open back headphones, this DAC amp does provide a pretty linear conversion from the existing source file. It doesn't give you that feel that it makes a big difference in terms of sound signature I get natively from a player. Again, this is highly dependent on the device that you're playing it with and playing it from. And if you have a crappy sound card like the ones I have inside my cheapo Dell laptop, then you definitely experience quite an improvement. But if you have a modern player or a modern phone, I think you'll mostly benefit from the amplification more than anything else. Bass-wise, these don't amplify them too much, which I think it's because these are not designed to drive insane amount of bass through. Rather, it gives you a very sufficient thump and also a linearly increasing bass note as you go louder. So vocals, in my opinion, it sounds slightly recessed with some songs, just slightly, and you can hear the instruments are more apparent and forward compared to the vocals. And I think you can tune it with the different filters inside this DAC amp, but I think it doesn't really make a very big difference in my opinion. The highs here is very good and clarity is nothing to complain about. I love how individual crisp notes just pop and sounds very bright. And I personally feel this DAC amp accentuates the notes and tones of orchestras or any genre of music with a lot of instruments. So I think it does very well in amplifying and converting those individual notes, and I don't find it exciting with vocals, but that's just my experience with it. So overall, good execution here with this DAC amp from MuseHifi, and I personally love the innovative filter selector button, and I think it makes this a very compelling offering. Of course, having a filter selector isn't something new, but on a portable tiny DAC amp like this, I think it's nice to see to have a feature like that. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash the thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.